What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is the continuation of Mixed Six-Pack Theme Month here on the channel. But not only that, it's Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday as well. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Southern Tier Brewing Company, and they're out of Lakewood, New York, and this is their Mango Crush. So they're calling this a session sour ale that is brewed with mango puree and milk sugar, aka lactose. Comes in at 4% alcohol by volume, 12 IBUs, and at the time of review, this can is exactly 7 weeks old. So yeah, this is an interesting beer because I've seen a couple reviews of this one from fellow beer tubers and friends of mine, Chris over at Off the 10th and Brad Ellison from 31st Brewing, and both of them really enjoyed this one. As far as I remember, I think I posted comments under the videos saying like, wow, that sounds really good and I think I'd enjoy it. And both of them were like, yeah, you should pick it up. So when I was thinking about doing Mixed Six-Pack Theme Month, I saw this in a local Mixed Sixer and I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. So I did, and here we are. And it sounds pretty delicious. You know, 4% session sour with mango puree and lactose. Yeah, sounds like it should be creamy, pretty tasty, 4%. You know, probably crush a bunch of them in the hotter summer months, which it is right now. So yeah, anyway, let's crack this open and give it in, pour it into a hashtag proper glassware. I said, let's crack it open, even though I already did. Yeah, I'm doing things right now that are all positive, except for they're not. Anyway, so that pours out. That looks like an American light lager, honestly. If you pour that in a glass and I couldn't smell it or know what it is or whatever, I would say that looks like a Bud Light or a Labatt Blue Light or something. It is like golden straw color, super pale looking, pretty filtered, I would say as well. A lot of carbonation, about a 2 finger of a really like fluffy, soapy looking head. But yeah, that does not look what I thought it would look like. I mean, with lactose and the mango puree and stuff, I didn't think it would look as filtered as it does, but whatever, let's get a nose. Yeah, definitely mango. It has this like light weedy grain sort of aroma to it. If I had to guess, I would say they just call this, right, a session sour ale. This kind of smells like a Berliner Weiss. I don't know if they're using wheat in here, but I'd imagine this is probably a kettle sour that's using wheat. Yeah, it just has like what I would perceive to be like a Berliner Weiss type of nose to it. It's grainy, it's weedy. There's that mango in there. There's a slight like acidic, like lemon lime thing going on too. And I'm really not picking up on the vanilla or the lactose, which usually gives me a pretty decent vanilla vibe. I couldn't tell you if there's any lactose based on the nose. Yeah, it smells super refreshing, super light. Like, yeah, I should be able to crush a bunch of them, but at the same time, there's not a lot of flavor here, or a lot of aroma, I should say, because I haven't tasted it. There is just, you know, a little bit of that mango, that like Berliner Weiss wheat type of aroma to the base of the beer, a little bit of acidic lemon lime thing, and that's it. Not much going on in the aroma, so let's get a taste. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, the taste, way better than the aroma. So, a couple things I noticed right from the get-go. There's definitely more of a mango presence in the taste than there was in the aroma. I was getting mango in the aroma. Now, it could be because it says it on the can and the name of the beer is Mango Crush, but I was getting more of just like a generic stone fruit, but I knew it was a mango, so I was like, okay. In the taste, definitely distinct mango. The body and the mouthfeel are really nice at 4%. The body on this one, 4%, like higher side of light body, so it's thin, it is watery, it's 4%, but it's not like super watery. It's a little bit bigger than I was anticipating, so that's nice. The mouthfeel, it's relatively crisp. This beer finishes somewhat clean as well, but there's a nice softness from the lactose, and that's what I'm getting in this beer as far as the lactose goes, or the milk sugar. I am getting a very soft and smooth and slightly creamy mouthfeel. I'm not really tasting the lactose like I do in a lot of beers that are using it, where I get a big vanilla pop. Not really getting that in here. Yeah, just a really nice, soft, smooth, slightly creamy sensation on the mouthfeel. The flavor, though, mango. There is that like base wheat character I'm getting. Like I said, I'd have to feel they're using wheat in here. If they're not, then hey, that's on this guy and his terrible palate. But I feel like there's some kind of wheat base to it. There's a graininess. As it passes through the palate, it kind of, you know, up front it's pretty much sweet, but as it finishes, it dries out a decent amount. There's really no bitterness to speak of in this beer, but it has a nice dryness to it to kind of balance out that sweetness. So it makes it infinitely more drinkable because it finishes a bit drier and you want to go back for more, which I'm going to do right now. Yeah, 4%. I could easily crush a 6-pack of this and I wouldn't be hammered. I'd just, probably be buzzed, and it would be really refreshing. This is a thirst quenching beer. All that said, this isn't anything that's, setting a new standard or blowing me away, or all the phrases that I use at this point that you've all heard before. What it is a very well made session sour ale that you do get the mango puree in the taste. You do get the lactose with that nice soft and smooth and slightly creamy mouthfeel. It's a solid beer. Rating wise, it's not anything crazy. So I don't have any issue giving Mango Crush from Southern Tier a low 3.75 out of 5. I'll go 3.65 out of 5. It's good. It's tasty. I don't know what this beer costs outside of mixed 6-packs. I paid $1.83 for this can because the 6-pack was $10.99. If you can get this in the sub $10 range, probably a good buy if you just want something to drink poolside or at the beach or a barbecue, or just watching a baseball game or whatever, and you don't want to get hammered. These would be really nice because there's enough flavor here to keep you interested, but it's not too heavy and it's not going to fatigue your palate. Availability wherever Southern Tier gets distribution, which is a lot of different places nowadays, a lot of different states. I know there are probably a bunch of different countries, but if you see this one, if you get Southern Tier, you should be able to get this one as well. So for under $2 a can, and for their distribution footprint, I think it's a pretty good beer. If you like mango, I would say definitely grab it. If you don't, you could probably bypass it. It's not anything you have to have. I'm glad I tried it. I'm enjoying it, but it's not setting my world on fire. It's not setting my world ablaze. Anyway, Southern Tier Mango Crush, 3.65 out of 5. Pretty good beer. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. That's the whole reason I'm doing this whole mixed 6-pack theme month, is because I want to hear what you guys think about a lot of these beers that are readily available and a lot of people can get. So yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Also, this was the first of 2 Western New York Wednesdays that you will have today. Later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be another Western New York Wednesday. Believe it is from the Brewed Brewing Company, their White Bronco. So you get a double dip of Western New York Wednesdays. I don't know if that's going to be the case throughout the rest of this month. We'll see. If not, definitely catch me next Wednesday for another Western New York Wednesday as we go through and continue with Mixed 6-Pack theme month. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one, cheers.